Hello everyone, I am extremely excited today, and I will give you 2 hints as to why. Hint number 1. Hint number 2. Got the picture? Today is my first day of my Paris vlog. So I have never been on a trip by myself, and so my first trip by myself is international, and to a country that does not primarily speak English, which should be a really interesting mashup, but I am so excited because French history has been so special to me for so long. This is an incredible opportunity, it's a graduation gift that I'm so thankful for, and I am just so excited. So today I'm going to the airport, first in Atlanta, and then I'm touching down in Charles de Gaulle Airport, which is, that should be absolutely interesting to navigate as a lone teenager. So, with that out of the way, I would like to show you all kind of like my packing process. So, as you can see here, I have only packed the essentials. That was a joke. I have a whole other suitcase over there. Anyway, so I have been trying to teach myself French for the past, 2 months, which has not been very fruitful, because I put that I was doing Duolingo for travel, but instead of teaching me phrases like, where's the bathroom, they've taught me phrases such as, you are a cat, and taught me how to say every occupation under the sun, in case I'm, applying for a job or something, what? So that's where I'm at with that. Haven't gotten very far, but I've gotten some pronunciation down. I've learned how to, form vowels and whatever, so it's not nothing. I have a lot of things on my bucket list. For example, I would love to go to the Louvre to see Liberty Leading the People, which is my favorite painting because it depicts the Second French Revolution, and I love the Second French Revolution so much. It's my favorite historical event. And my close second favorite historical event is the June Rebellion of 1832. So, I'm also hoping to see some sites related to the June Rebellion of 1832, such as where the barricade would have been historically during the June Rebellion that the revolutionaries set up in Les Mis, which was on the Rue Mondétour and the Rue de la Chanvrerie. So, woo! Also, there's this McDonald's that I've been wanting to go to for 2 years, because the McDonald's is where the Café Musain in Les Mis would have been, which was where the revolutionaries, met. And also the place de la Bastille, because it's so rich with history. So McDonald's and the Place de la Bastille, pretty high up on the list. So I'm filming retroactively here, but I got to the airport, everything went really smoothly. Check-in was really fast, and then I had this kind of meal with my dad before we had to part ways, because he's not coming with me and I'm going unaccompanied. Okay, Dad, do you have any parting words?
Travel has been some of my favorite things to do, and it was also my father's, one of his favorite things to do. He went on a big European drive back, I believe it was around 1960. It was about 15 years after the World War II was over. He fell in love with travel, and then he passed it on to me, and I'm passing that on to you now. And being able to travel by yourself is wonderful. Being able to find a travel partner who has patience with travel is also kind of very, very fun. And I wish you a lot of fun. Write down things that you might forget otherwise, and take pictures.
Will do.
I love you.
Dad and I just parted ways. I ended up getting stopped at security because I forgot to take my computer out of my bag, which was funny, but now I'm off to gate F10. Well, that was pretty fast, and now I have 3 hours to spare. Alright, so 3 hours has passed. I had a really mid panini that I waited 30 minutes for, and now we're boarding. So I'm gonna be boarding pretty soon. I also do have to add that every time a plane takes off, I have this tradition of playing Jet Set from Catch Me If You Can as I take off and soar into the clouds. At this point, the reality of the situation started to hit me. Oh my god, I'm by myself on a plane to another country. So, I ended up watching Lisa Frankenstein, which is one of the only Frankenstein adaptations I had not seen before. They had some nice mood lighting going in the plane, and the dinner was surprisingly good for airplane food. I enjoyed Lisa Frankenstein, I enjoyed my dinner, and then eventually these blue lights came on to kind of signify that it's time to go to sleep. So I started getting tired, I started getting cozy, and I slept for about 2 hours, which wasn't a lot, but it was all I could really seem to manage. Eventually I woke up and I started plotting my course throughout the airport, and so people started getting off the plane, but I noticed, like, once the plane stopped, there was this really long period, abnormally long period of people standing up and waiting, and I wasn't really sure what that was about until I got off and I realized that there was this shuttle around the airport that we all had to get herded into like cattle. So it was kind of strange, and as I was driving through this airport, I was just hit by the fact that, oh my god, it is the ugliest airport I have ever seen in my life. The architecture was so brutalist. But I was extremely glad to be in Paris. I actually, when I stepped off the, platform of the airport, I pressed a little kiss from my fingers into the ground, because I just am so happy to be here. But getting off the plane introduced a new challenge, because now I had to go through customs. It's so quiet here. It took a really long time, but eventually I got my passport stamped, and then I was able to go on to baggage claim. Alright, so steps 1 and 2 are done. I have gone through customs, I have gotten my bag. Now it's just a matter of finding the Trafalgar guy who I have to meet with, because he's my ride. So, I'm on the prowl for Terminal 2F, and these suitcases are so heavy. I did kind of forget to explain the situation. Basically, I'm traveling by myself, but I'm meeting up with this tour, and the tour group, like the people who are giving the tour, they're called Trafalgar, so I need to locate them at Terminal 2F, which is why I'm going here. I might have found it. I can't be sure, but I think this might be it. It is chilly and it smells like cigarettes, as God intended. So this is where I'm supposed to be, but I don't see anyone. So that poses a bit of a problem. I was going on the information that my dad told me, which was to go to door 8, but I just checked the email and it told me to go to door 5. What? I got to where I'm supposedly supposed to be. I checked the email and it is supposed to be door 5, but it's closed. So I think my hands are gonna get calloused from pulling the suitcase. It's so heavy. Okay, so after a call to the travel company, a call to my father, okay, I think I've figured out where I'm supposed to be. So fingers crossed, we'll see in like 10 to 15 minutes, but my shuttle should be here soon. My shuttle was not, in fact, there soon, because apparently there were 2 door 8s, and there was one upstairs, one downstairs, and I was at the upstairs one, and the shuttle came downstairs, and so it left without me, and so they actually had to circle back and come get me, which was horrifically embarrassing. But eventually I got to the hotel, they let me check into my room, and everything was fine, or so I thought, until I encountered a maid in the hallway. I literally know how to count in French, but a maid just asked me what my room number was, and I said 112, and she said, I don't speak English, and I just looked at her blankly. Oh, God. You may think that the word bonjour would be difficult to mispronounce, and you would be right, but I did it anyway. I do. That was so embarrassing. Anyway, I got to the hotel. Yeah, the language barrier was already weird, and I'm so embarrassed. But I'm here now. Oh yeah, okay, so this is my room. I haven't even looked at it yet. Nice. View reveal. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, this, I can rock with this. I'm in this really weird position right now where I really would like to go out and explore because I'm in Paris. But on the other hand, I got 3 hours of sleep last night, and I'm supposed to be here in like 3 hours to meet with the rest of the group in the lobby. So I can't really go exploring that much if I go head out. I don't know. I think I might just sleep. I had no idea how badly I needed that nap. I was out like a light, but now I'm up again, and I am ready to go to the dinner that is in the lobby or something. I actually have no idea what we're doing. Be safe. I'm gonna bring my wallet, and I'm gonna... Please, go on the fanny pack. So it turns out there was about a 90-minute meeting of, everyone on the tour. So we sat down and we got to hear our tour guide, Jonathan, tell us about, the ins and outs of what he's going to be showing us. Apparently he's a history major, so I was very excited to get to talk to him and pick his mind about French history. And then after the meeting, we got on the shuttle and we went on our way to a restaurant. It was kind of a long drive, but there were a lot of pretty sights to see. So this here is eggplant because we didn't really get to order our own food. It was all pre-ordered for the tour. They also brought out white wine. I had it just for the sake of having it, I guess. They brought out fish, which I couldn't say no to, but I didn't enjoy. I ate it, but I didn't enjoy it. But they brought out creme brulee, which was absolutely delicious. I had never had it before. I got to know 2 other kids at my table who were my age, named Sam and Mackenzie. Alright, this is Sam. Sam, what was your favorite thing from dinner?
I'd say the fish. Pretty crispy. Texture was good.
Yeah, pretty good. So we all got back in the shuttle, and again, there were lots of pretty sights to see. We got this magnificent view of the Arc de Triomphe, and it was so much more magnificent in person. The carvings were just gorgeous. Napoleon has a huge ego, but I don't even care. It's so beautiful. There was also this rainbow, which was a good payoff for the rain. So I did just get back from dinner, and I made this friend named Sam, and he and I are gonna go walking down to the river to see the Eiffel Tower sparkling in the night. Yippee! So Sam Mackenzie and I set out for an adventure, having no idea that we were taking the longest possible route, but after a time it stopped being about seeing the Eiffel Tower over the water, and it started just being about the adventure. And we started warming up to each other with time. It was awkward at first, but then we really got to sort of be friends, and then we found some water, and we were absolutely elated. Finally! So we had set out to see the Eiffel Tower over the water, and we can barely see it. So, mission accomplished. After hanging out by the water for a while, we started to head home, but we kept getting sidetracked looking at graffiti or just doing whatever, and then we found this weird playground. No, hang on, I wanna go to the cursed playground. Mackenzie is a picky eater, so she didn't eat at dinner. So she was still hungry, and we stopped at McDonald's on the way back. It was a really bad McDonald's, but we had fun. So now I'm just getting ready for bed. I had a lot of fun today. It was just such a great time. I'm really relieved to have made friends because I didn't know that there would be anyone else near my age on the tour. I'm also making friends with adults. There's some really nice, elderly woman. She and I have gotten along well. And yeah, I don't feel, remotely afraid or anything. I feel great. I feel excited. Tomorrow we're gonna see the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe again, but also, the Champs-Élysées. I can't speak French. I think our tour guide said it was pronounced the Champs-Élysées, but anyway, then beyond that, we're also taking a class on how to make perfume, which is interesting, and I signed up for an optional cruise of the Seine, and I am so excited for that cruise of the Seine. It sounds just beautiful, and I'm so excited to be here. So, Until tomorrow, Paris.